Hello student, today we will see one of the most important algae from the chlorophyll member, that is the Nostoc. Nostoc, when we take the division of the Nostoc, it comes under the division Cyanophyta, then class Cyanophyceae, then order is the Nostocales, family of the Nostoc is the Nostocaceae, and genus is the Nostoc. Then when we see the habit of that nostoc, it will found in most of the soil where moist condition is present. Means it favored the moist soil and it will always occur on the fresh water ponds. Then it will always takes place on the rocks where fresh water or the movement of the water will be takes place. Means where flowing water is present, it always occur on that condition. It is also found in the symbiotic association of the some of the plants, that is the cycas. When we see structure of the thallus of nostoc, it occurs as a mucilaginous ball. It occurs at the spherical ball or the mucilaginous balls. Several filament of the nostoc will comes together and to form a spherical structure. It's called the ball. Each cell of the nostoc is covered by the cell wall, and cytoplasm, it consists of the two parts. Outer parts is called the chromoplasm, and it is colored part of the it is colored due to the blue green pigment, and nostoc is also called the blue green algae. It synthesizes also food material because the pigment which are present in the chloroplast of that outer part, it will always synthesize, it will take part in the food synthesis, food material synthesis. And inner part of the chloroplast is called the central vacuole, and it lacks the true nucleus. True nucleus, it is absent in that central part. Then when it is also considered as prokaryotic in nature, because we all know that when prokaryotic organism are considered, they are without nucleus. Hence nostoc, its central parts is also considered as prokaryote. And now we will see reproduction of that nostoc. Nostoc, it takes place by the asexual reproduction, means with the help of the harmogonia, then heterocyst and akinets. There are three types of the asexual reproduction: harmogonia, then heterocyst and akinets. Sexual reproduction is totally absent in the nostoc. Now we will see first, that is the harmogonia. When filament of the nostoc is break down at the heterocyst. We all know that nostoc, in that filament heterocysts are present, and breaking down of that filament will be takes place. Outer side of that filament, when dies, heterocyst will be remain, and that fragment or that filament will be turned into the new algae, new form of the algae, that is the nostoc will be developed with the help of the harmogones. Then second type is the heterocyst. These are the intercalary. Heterocysts are present in between the cells of the nostocs. In the filament of the nostocs, they are intercalary in the position. Here are the nostocs, these are present in the intercalary position. When they are separated from the filament, these nostocs, when separated from the filament, and they are totally developed into new cell, means they have the capacity to develop into a new form of the nostoc algae. They will develop into a new thallus of the algae by the cell division. They have capacity to develop into the new cell. Then third type is the akinets. Akinets, during during the unfavorable condition, some cells will get enlarged. Some cells of the nostoc will get enlarged and covered with the thin wall. That thin wall will be covered, and that will be called the akinets. Means during when unfavorable condition occur, some filaments of the nostoc algae will be enlarged, and that will be covered with the cell wall. and it is called the kinetics. Kinetics are the enlarged cells. They also store the food material. Food materials are also stored in that kinate, and they will rest some time, and after favorable condition, when favorable condition will be occur, they will germinate into a algae. Now last point is the graphic life cycle, means after the completion of that description of that Nostoc, we have to write down, or we have when their question will be exam or question will be asked in the exam, we have to write down the graphic life cycle of the Nostoc. Nostoc only asexual reproduction will be takes place, hence we have to consider only a graphic life cycle in case of the sexual reproduction. Nostoc will be reproduce with the help of the kinase. It will also reproduce with the help of the hormogonia, and it will be also reproduce with the help of the heterocyst. And asexual reproduction will always takes place in the Nostoc. Other reproduction, that is vegetative or the sexual reproduction, is absent in the Nostoc. Hence we didn't mention the sexual reproduction in the Nostoc. This is the graphic representation of the life cycle of the Nostoc. So in this video we have seen the very important algae. It is also called the blue-green algae, and it comes under the division of the Cyanophyta. We have seen in this video, we have seen the explanation or very important information related to the Nostoc. It is very important for the BSc student of the botany, and also other student that comes under the field of the zoology. This is also a part of the 11th and the 12th student who have the biology subject, and also for the MSc student. So we will see next important topic in the next video. Thank you.